If you are listening or if you're watching this video, it means that you probably have been exposed to the opportunity that we have to know it. And your question right now is, so what next? So I'm just going to explain what you need to do next. But before I explain, there are some exciting things you need to know. Just stay with me for a few minutes. There are a few exciting things that you need to know. The first thing you need to know is that to know it has revamped its marketplace, and we have what is called ProKid. If you have listened to the presentation, watched the presentation, or it's been explained to you, you understand what I mean. So I would not have to go into all of that again. But let me show you some let me point out a few things for you that I think would be helpful. All right, give me a moment. I really need to quickly share my screen. All right, so here's the thing. All right, the first thing is that what you have when you come into the community is the ProKid. At the ProKid, you have access to 40 coins market full report in PDF format, and this is worth $1,000. And then you also do have another 40 coins market sneak report PDF format. That's worth $1,429. Remember that this is actually designed for those who are busy, who do not have the time to look at all the technicalities. It is also designed for those who say, I'm not interested in referring anyone. I'm not interested in selling anything. Okay, so I am comfortable where I am. I'm just looking for where to put my money and with quality information so that my money is going to grow in the cryptocurrency space. If you are that person, then this is for you. But if you are that person that is looking for some 10%, 5% profit, daily trading profit in the crypto space, this may not be for you. If you're that person that is still looking for a way to gain some balance and, well, I don't have money to start off, that this may not be for you. But this is more an investment theme. But the difference against other things that many of us are used to is that in this case, the money is in your control 100%. And the profit is also in your control. You take whatever profit that comes your way. This is a space where you can 10x your investments. Not a financial advisor, where none of us are financial advisors. This is education, looking at the chart backwards and what we've been able to do. So you're going to have the sneak report if you're the person that says, well, you'll have a full-scale report, but I don't have the time to read this full-scale report. Can you go for that and just sift through and just tell me, give me advice on what I probably would need to do, educate me on what I probably need to do, and let me take a decision. That way also you will have access to periodic live webinar. What I mean live webinar, with our lead analyst himself, Marius Landman. You're going to have periodic webinars and mentorship classes at least once a week with this man and his team. There is nothing, I tell you, in this space that you want to use to compare the fact that people will guide you. I don't want to go into explaining all of this, why it's important for guidance, because I'm sure if you've seen the presentation, it explains all of that, how you can move. People were able to move grow $500 into 4.2 million. It grew $1,000 into 8.4 million following guidance. And you can do the same thing because the crypto space is changing fast, really fast, and it's becoming more and more interesting. But those that lose are those who just go in blindly. So I don't want to go into all of that explanation. This video is just to tell you what next to do. And then you are also going to have access to our Trade Academy. Trade Academy is worth $700. You don't want to buy a bicycle with a frame than without a tire or without tires and all the necessary gadgets that makes the bicycle beautiful and gives you balance and extra protection. That's what the Trading Academy does. It teaches you how to use the full coin market report Well, some people will come in and they say, I don't have time. I just want to see the report and move on. Some people will come and they say, well, you know what? I want to understand why you are saying this, that. The academy prepares you for you to be able to see the trend and make certain decisions, even on your own, because the idea is to grow anybody that buys the ProKid program so that the person will eventually be able to look at the market and make decisions by himself, not depending on our mentors and coaches for a very long time. You understand? The next, and this is what, $700 for a whole year, Then you have the blog post. The blog post gives you more explanation about the report and why the things that are happening, because you also need to understand have some fundamental background, not just technical background or technical analysis or reports on the various assets. If you have seen the presentation or this has been properly explained to you, you will understand that investing in cryptocurrency is more like if you do that, you are actually investing in tech companies. So why do you think the projects behind them will excel? The blog post takes care of that. Then you have structured coin analysis. That's $497. Then you also have emerging coins analysis. This is to give you a peek, so to speak, into assets or projects that are yet to be seen by the rest of the world. You get to see it, so you can invest at when it's like 1 cent, 2 cents, a very small level. So even before it goes up and then experiences a dip, when the rest of the world sees it, you already are making profit. You're already in profit. Okay, there are some coins right now that have been called in our community that people are already in profit from day one. So if you take a look at all of this, it is valued at $11,750. Of course, there's none of us that if we knew from in 2019 that $500 could grow into 4.2 million, and with the information, it's very important, 2 factors, information and position. If we knew that and we're told to pay $10,000, we would pay gladly. And so the value you have here is actually way over $11,750. But that's not what you're going to pay. Stay with me. That's not what you're going to pay. You are not even going to pay $10,000, not even $5,000. Why is this important particularly? I need you to understand that once you are part of our community, you have an unfair advantage against those who are not. Why? Because we have a team of analysts and coaches and mentors that have over 30 years combined in analyzing complex systems. These guys are good. I could tell you, I've worked with multinational, led by a man named Marius Landman, who's worked with multinational companies, billionaires, millionaires, multi-millionaires listen to him. And so you need to pay attention. This community, Marius and his team were the first to call a high in 2017 when everybody was running into Bitcoin because they felt Bitcoin was going to hit $50,000. He was the first and his team to say, hey, at 19,500 on the 16th day of December 2017, get out. While many people listened who were in the community, but trust me, some who were even in the community did not listen because you know the human thing. Yes, the vast majority outside the community did not even know. And they felt Bitcoin was flying, was going to go to $50,000, but they really got themselves hit. And when Bitcoin dropped down to like $3,000 or dollars, imagine if you had sold 3,000 Bitcoin at $19,500 and you had gone down to when it was 3,000, when it got to 3,000 and you bought some more. You got like 6 more Bitcoins, units of Bitcoin. And boom, it goes off and then you sell again. That is the power of the information. And secondly, you taking a position. No selling, no recruiting, no sponsorship. You don't need any of that in order to grow. But you need the quality of information that we give. So when we say $11,750 for all of this for the bundle we're talking about, it is way more than that in value. And this community was the first to call a low at $6,500 on the 29th day of March 2018 to say, hey, at this point, it's good to get back into Bitcoin. But many people did not believe. Interestingly, many people got back to Bitcoin when Bitcoin passed its all-time high of 19,000 plus, all right? And then it hit 20,000 and boom, boom, boom. That's when people started getting into Bitcoin again. This community is amazing. It's great. It's powerful. The information you get. I keep saying that not paying attention to information is like someone who wants to build a $5 million or a $3 million edifice. And they say you need to do some soil tests and some preliminary tests, and those tests will cost you $100,000. And you say, how can I put $100,000 into just soil tests? I just go ahead and build what's there. Then you put that huge, gigantic building on a soil that you did not do any test on. And the building begins to cave. The soil begins to sink in. What happens? You can't liberate that. That's your money sinking. That's how it is when you're going to put $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, $100,000, $1 million into the cryptocurrency space, and you're doing that blindly. All right. So that is why, if you go back and you take a look at what I just shared with you, $11,750, this is worth it. It's way worth it. Like I said, that's not what you're going to pay. What is the investment that you're going to put into this right now? And the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm going to show you there's an exciting news I want to reveal to you, but time is running out. Now, this is what you're going to do. You are simply going to do a one-time enrollment fee of $250. Now, when you do that one-time enrollment fee, it also gives you access to the community for 3 months, 3-month subscription. But that's not just it. Now, look at this. You also would need to pay 12-month subscription of $1,000. So with $1,250, you have 1 month and 3, you have 1 year and 3 months in this community. Do you know what 1 year and 3 months could do for you in this community? This is huge. So bringing down 11,750 to 1,250, it's a giveaway. That's not the end. Let me excite you some more. Why this is very important. There's something really, really happening right now, and you just have a couple of days to take action. Here's the thing. You see, you do not really need to, okay, so here's the thing. So you can also do a 6-month subscription, a 3-month subscription. But here's the more exciting news I want to share with you. Before I give you that news, understand that this community works. In total, Marius Landman and his team have made over 789 trend forecasts from 2017 to date, and only 22 misses. That means they've recorded over 97, about 97.5% as in accuracy in the calls. So you don't want to throw this. This is like gold. This is like something people have been looking for, but it's just right there under the nose. This is the information you need. Okay, that is why $1,250 to be in this community for 1 whole year. That you take specific sniper-like actions to grow your wealth. You shouldn't miss it. But here's the better news. Right now, as we speak, before September 1, we have long-term trade, which has always been there. But that long-term trade, as you see in the presentation, is metamorphosing into the Pro Arcade, because of course you see what I showed to you. So everything, the long trade report, everything is now going to be in the Pro Arcade. But here's the good news, or here's the better news. If you have the long-term trade right now, you will automatically be grandfathered into the Pro Arcade. So that means instead of you doing a $250 enrollment fee and $1,000, you are going to just enjoy everything that the Pro Arcade gives until your subscription ends. So this is what I would do if I were you. I would jump in right now and pay $500 only and buy the long-term trade. And so in a couple of days, when the Pro Arcade is launched, the system will see me as automatically as having been in the system already. So I wouldn't have to pay $250 first for enrollment and then $1,000. With $500, you have 1 year straight access. Ha! Don't miss this for anything. Why is the price going up? Because the value we give is enormous and the community is growing. And so right now, I'm just giving you this. I'm just giving you this tip. Not so many persons know this. So I'm just giving you this tip. Don't miss it. With $500 in a cup, within the next couple of days, you would have the long-term trade. And the moment the Pro Arcade is launched, you'll be grandfathered into the Pro Arcade. Then whether it's $100, $200, $1,000, $5,000 you want to use to invest in buying those cryptocurrencies that will be mentioned by Marius Landman and his team, boom, you're good to go. Now, let me share with you why this is important. The moment you are launched into the Pro Arcade, you are launched into an immense investment, a set of investment opportunities that you would keep enjoying and enjoying for 1 whole year. You've seen the reports, what 1 whole year could do in this community. You don't want to miss that. If you miss this, this is what's going to happen. There, from September 1, there's going to be a hot pre-sale. And this is why you need to buy the Pro Arcade during the pre-sale. Because there are going to be only 500 diamond packs. Now, these people that will buy the diamond packs, when they pay $1,250, they will have access to the Pro Arcade for 2 years instead of 1 year and 3 months. For those who pay the Royal Pack which is just 500 packs, if that ends, okay, so when they do that, they will get extra, they will enjoy the Pro Arcade for 1 year and 6 months. And then the Golden Pack will enjoy when you pay, once the Diamond Pack is finished, if you pay again, you're going to be in the Royal Pack group. Once that is exhausted, if you pay again, you get into the Golden Pack group. You see, but actually the price for being in the Pro Arcade for 2 years is actually $2,250. So, but if you pay $1,250 during the pre-sale period, you enjoy all of these things I've mentioned. Despite all of that, in spite of everything I've shown to you, you would agree with me that the $500 long trade, which eventually grandfathers you into the Pro Arcade when it launches, is the key. And in a couple of days, you would have access to immense investment opportunities. Now, you know the truth. I just brought this real quick to get back to, you can either get back to me if I had this conversation with you, but if not, whoever had this conversation with you, go back to them. They will share with you a business link, all right, with which you can sign up right now. Do not procrastinate. They'll share with you a business link, all right, and then they're also going to tell you the Naira value, okay, the Naira value of the $500, and you just get that and get on board immediately. Just get the long-term trade. And on top of that, you will be exposed to a whole lot. And if you're going to work with me, all right, one other thing that we have in the community that we're going to share with you is we have immense coaching, programs that you can benefit from. Again, this is not for people who are looking for what to eat. This is not for people who are looking for the 10%, 5%, $5, $2 stuff every day. No, these are people who are looking. This is for people who are investment minded, people who are long-term minded, people who are saying, I can wait for 6 months, I can wait for 1 year, I can wait for 2 years for my investment to do what? To grow. Looking at the numbers we shared with you in the presentation. If this makes sense to you, if you're watching this on social media, click on the link below on top, on the left, right, or get back to whoever invited you and ask for a business link and get started immediately. You've got just a couple of days. You've got about 3 days or so, 3 or 4 days, okay? Do not wait until the last day, all right? Thank you very much. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. my sincere desire for you is that we will work together and you get successful by becoming a better version of yourself. The goal here is not about money. The goal here is about how many lives are we able to impact? How many lives are we able to help to recover from the losses online, from the losses in the cryptocurrency space, because we all worked blindly. Thank you very much, and I see you in the Hall of Profit. Bye for now.